Well, hello, welcome back. It's been pretty cold. It's been minus 20, minus 30 for a couple weeks now. It's been pretty hard to spend any meaningful time outside with the kiddos. Next week we're heading somewhere warm, so we're really excited about that. But I want to try sneaking one more cold weather camp before we go. So out here tonight, I'm gonna build a shelter, hopefully get ready, and then in a couple days I'll come back with one or two of the kiddos and we'll do a camp out. When it comes to camping in cold weather, you kind of have one of two options. You can build a lean-to protect yourself from the precipitation and wind and build a big fire in front of it. Keep that fire stoked all night long and you'll be nice and warm. That's what we did on our first video a few weeks ago. The other option is to build a well-insulated shelter that you can heat up with your body heat. And so that's what I'm gonna try to do tonight. If you have enough snow, you can just, and it's compacted by wind, you can just go and dig a snow cave, sleep in there and it'll be good. You can also build sort of a brush shelter with boughs and sticks and cover that in snow to insulate it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a Quinzee. So I'm gonna pile a great big pile of snow right here. I'm gonna let it settle, then we'll dig out the inside to make ourselves an insulated space. Better get to shoveling. Well, I'm a little over an hour in, and you can just barely tell that I've been digging, so that's encouraging. The snow that we're dealing with is just this super fine powder, and then underneath of it, so there's about 3 inches of that, 3-4 inches of that, and underneath of it there's another couple inches of hard pack. So that actually works pretty good, but it's just not that much of it. But no worries, I'll keep digging. It's pretty remarkable how much effort that we'll put into not sleep in a comfortable bed at home. But I guess life is all about perspective, so how do you know how comfortable your bed is if you don't spend a few nights sleeping in the snow? See, the sun's still on the hill up there behind me, so I've probably got half hour, 45 minutes of light, but I'll keep digging into the darkness. It's just, I didn't bring any lights, so probably won't be able to record any of it, but we'll get her done. Well, the sun has set and it's gotten properly cold now. My lips are freezing and my fingers are numb, despite having pretty good gloves on. Well, full disclosure, at around right around sundown or dark, my GoPro quit working and my fingers were numb, my toes were numb, my face was frozen, and I just wasn't able to move enough snow with that little avalanche shovel I had. So I hiked out, drove home, had supper, came back with a toboggan and a kind of a driveway snow shovel, and finished the job. Now we're just gonna let it sit overnight. I gotta work tomorrow, so it'll sit for about 24 hours or just under, and I'll come here after work tomorrow and excavate it. It's important because with this powdery snow, if you just started excavating it right away, it would collapse. It needs some time to consolidate. Well, it's another night. I'm back here at my snow mound, ready to do some digging. It's been about 24 hours, so we'll see. Hopefully it's set up and ready to be excavated. Another beautiful night, full moon. Not sure if you can see that behind me. So good working conditions, starry sky. Pretty cold yet though. Still well below -20. So you want your door to be the lowest point of your shelter so that it can act as a as a cold air sink, that all the cold air inside can sink down and slip out of your shelter. So there's a little bit of a slope to the land here, and I'm going to start at the bottom of it as our entrance. Nice thing about working in here is it's a lot warmer than out there. Even just, you know, obviously it's a small space, there's not much to heat, but the body heat in here for any amount of time, and it's pretty comfortable. I'm keeping the doorway as small as possible to minimize the heat loss through there. What I do got to go out and do now is cut a bunch of foot-long sticks or wands and stick them in all the way around the perimeter of this thing, so that as I'm digging, I have a mark that lets me know that I'm, you know, within a foot of breaking through, and that way I'll leave enough to maintain its strength and insulation. So yeah, I think I'll go do that now. Meadow I'm in has a lot of these stems, but I've just snapped them or cut them at about 12 inches, and they're frozen, so they're super stiff. Just gonna go around, push them into the snow like so on the outside, and then that way, as I'm excavating the inside, I'll have a reference to know when I'm getting close to the edge. And once I've got all these in, ooh, that one's a little thin. Once I've got all these in, I'll go inside and see if I'd gotten close with my digging. It would make more sense to do this before you started. I was just being a bit lazy and was excited to start digging. Well, no sticks sticking through the walls yet, so lots more digging to do. Back at her. It has occurred to me a couple times that if I were to get buried out here, I'd be in a lot of trouble. So nobody knows exactly where I am. Although it wouldn't be that big of a challenge to follow my foot tracks, my tracks in here. I think the bigger issue would be you'd asphyxiate long before anybody came and found you. Oh, I got my first stick. Awesome. I think. Reality though, these things are pretty solid. Once you let them consolidate for 24 hours, I could probably stand on this thing. Man, this is gonna be luxurious. Awesome. I don't think I'll be sleeping with the twins out here. It's pretty cold and doesn't seem to be much point taking babies out. I think Finn will really enjoy this. So I'm hoping I can get him out here tomorrow night for a camp out. That would be pretty cool. Anyways, I gotta get some of the snow out of here. I'm gonna push that back out, and then if there's one sticking out of the snow up there, I know that's a bit far. So ironically, this wand wasn't one that I placed, but it is very strategically located right at the back of this thing. And it did tell me not to go any deeper into that direction. You can see all the little canes coming through. Tell me exactly where to stop. Digging. Well, it's 9 o'clock, so I'm not sure what time I started, to be honest. I'm gonna guess it was a little after 7, so just under 2 hours of digging, and I got it all excavated. It ended up being 6 feet in diameter, so not quite big enough for me to lay out comfortably, but big enough to do the trick. It's yeah, it's pretty cool, I gotta say. I'm liking it. You can see all the little wands that I poke through that kind of let me know where to stop my digging. This one. But I'm excited to sleep in here tomorrow night. I'm not gonna sleep in here tonight. I gotta be at work early tomorrow morning. But after work, I'm gonna come back out and spend the night in here. What's that?
It's really dark in here, but I have the light on for you.
Oh, thank you, Finn. You want something to sit on? You can sit on this mat. The snow up. And that'll be a bit warmer than the ground. And I'm gonna get some lights happening in here. Haha! What do you think of that, Finn?
Good.
That is pretty cool, hey?
Why'd you make a snow cave?
Why?
Yeah, why?
I thought it'd be kind of fun. Do you think it's fun?
Yeah.
Good. All right.
There's more stuff to come into this cave?
Yeah, we gotta get our mats and our sleeping bags.
But is there no lines coming?
No what?
No lines?
No lines, no. Just us.
No tigers either?
No. So the one thing I forgot to do yesterday that I want to do first is actually put a vent in the top of this thing. Make sure we got enough fresh air throughout the night. Just like so. And we'll keep the stick nearby so we can make sure it remains open. So I feel relatively certain it's going to be comfortable in here tonight, but just in case, I got 2 mats and 2 sleeping bags for Finley. That way he's well excited regardless.
Have a nightlight, hey?
Yeah.
Or a light.
You have a headlight.
I said I got a nightlight on my head, but it was a light.
Yeah. That's where you're going to sleep tonight. I'm gonna make my mattress.
I want to play that game.
Do you?
Tonight.
Yeah, sure.
My back is cold, but my body is warm.
Your back is cold?
Yeah, but my body's warm.
Okay.
I like it in here.
Do you? So I brought a thermos full of smoking hot water. I'm gonna put it in this Nalgene and put it at the bottom of Finn's bag to keep his feet warm. Like I mentioned before, I brought 2 sleep bags for him and then 2 mats to keep him insulated off the snow, so he should be nice and toasty. And it was a bit of a kerfuffle getting out of our snow clothes and into sleeping bags in this limited space, but got it done.
But I think you have to tell by snacks that we're eating in our sleeping bags.
Oh yeah. It's a good survival practice to have high calorie snacks. So you got calories to burn throughout the night. So I think Mama made us some brownies and we're gonna enjoy those in our sleeping bag before bed, aren't we? Good morning, Finn.
Morning.
Did you sleep good?
Yeah, a little bit, but...
A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you want some breakfast?
Yeah, but I want to get out of my sleeping bag.
Do you?
Or we can just sit and eat oatmeal in our sleeping bag.
We can sit in our sleeping bag, yeah. Because I think you'll be a bit cold if you get out of your sleeping bag.
I just sang really nice when you were sleeping.
Yeah, you did sing really nice.
Yeah, a little bit, but it was not snowing tonight on our tent, hey? On our cave, actually.
Nope. It was not snowing. I gotta boil some water. There we go. It's steaming because it's so cold in here. It's not because the oatmeal's hot. It's actually barely lukewarm. You should really eat it. Bit of a crazy camping trip, eh?
Yeah, why?
I don't know. Sometimes your dad has funny ideas. Funny ideas of what would be fun.
I'm singing funny, Daddy.
You sure are. Well, Finley's a bit sick of being in the sleep bag, so we're gonna get up, but it is a bit early. Still dark outside, 6:30. Buy a warm sleep bag, hello cold boots.
Have to go up the trail, we trail, trail.
That was frozen to the ground.
Daddy, actually, my hands are...
Oh wow, look at all the snow I melted. Looks like Daddy was melting snow all night. I'm gonna take down the lights. Well, Finn and I are just finishing up our hike back to the truck after a Quinzee camp. Thought I'd share my thoughts on how it was. It's a lot of work for a fairly uncomfortable camp, gotta be honest. I could have made it bigger. It was just kind of big enough inside to barely sit up in and barely lay down in. And I gotta be honest, I wasn't blown away by how warm it was. Of course, that could just be a testament to the temperature outside. But I definitely prefer sleeping next to a big fire and just rotisserie myself all night. But I think Finley enjoyed it. Finley, do you have fun? Yeah? Do you like sleeping in a snow cave? Yeah? Good. Alright, we're almost back in the truck, okay? Well, my camera keeps dying, but just want to say thanks a lot for spending some time with us, and hope you'll join us again soon.